The results are in from a Brooklyn Park City Council special election. XP Lee was the winner over 3 other candidates. Lee will fill the East District Council seat that was vacated when Lisa Jacobson was elected mayor. CCX News spoke with Lee following his election win. We asked him what his top priorities are when he takes office. He says public safety is a top concern for residents.
I support our continued partnership with Minnesota Acts Now. They've been a really great partner to help us deter and be just a really visible presence, at some of our locations that have had, a lot of high activity.
You'll recall Minnesota Acts Now is the group of paid volunteers who wear bright orange shirts and provide a presence at areas such as 63rd and Zane Avenues to help the community feel safe. Lee says another issue is continued development, particularly in the northwest part of the city.
One thing that I championed during the campaign that I will definitely look into is helping to just position Brooklyn Park's economy as something to really be celebrated. There's a lot of development on 610. We're going to be developing into the northwest corner, but how do we pull that together in a theme, or in a strategic way to be able to capitalize on, our small businesses, right, and the richness of our diversity.
Lee's term runs through the end of 2024. He is expected to be sworn in on February 22nd. The Golden Valley Menard store has been fined following the death of a 19-year-old forklift worker last summer. According to OSHA records, the Menards on Wayzata Boulevard was fined $25,000. James Standback was killed last July when a pallet of lumber fell on the forklift he was operating. OSHA issued a citation for violating rules on secure storage. Menards contested the citation and the case remains open. After the incident, the store released a statement saying, in part, "We are a small family here at Golden Valley and we are all in shock." A vacant office building in Plymouth will be demolished later this year to make room for an even larger warehouse that doesn't have a tenant secured yet. The Plymouth City Council approved a plan on Tuesday that would allow a developer to build a 90,000 square foot warehouse near the intersection of Nathan Lane and Schmidt Lake Road on the former site of United Hardware Distributing Company. Endeavor Development says that while the building doesn't have a tenant, they're seeing extreme demand for newer, larger, and more efficient buildings in this market. Construction would begin this summer. A longtime employee of the city of Plymouth who oversaw a number of substantial projects during her tenure is retiring. Diane Evans is stepping down as Plymouth's Parks and Recreation Director. She served in that role for 20 years and had a hand in projects such as the establishment of the Northwest Greenway, the renovation of the Plymouth Community Center, and the redevelopment of the Hildy Performance Center and surrounding space. The City Council honored her Tuesday night, even though Evans wasn't present at the meeting.
It's a shame we can't give her a good roast because that would be a lot of fun, but she really is, we've had wonderful employees here, and hopefully that when we hire people, they'll be of the caliber of Diane Evans, and I truly mean that, so best to you, Diane.
Her last day on the job is February 18th. From electric vehicles to air quality to smart home technology, this year's Consumer Electronics Show held last month provided a glimpse of not only what the future will hold, but what's transforming the marketplace today. Maple Grove realtor Brandon Doyle attended CES 2022, bringing back insights that can help make decisions for your home. CCX News Business Matters reporter Corey Bork caught up with him to show us this year's top tech trends.
Now companies are making it easier than ever. Most of the time, if you order something on Amazon that's smart home related, it will actually automatically connect to your network out of the box.
Smart home technology continues to evolve, and Brandon Doyle with the Maple Grove-based Doyle Real Estate team says it's also getting easier to install and use.
So now we're kind of seeing companies branch out and get into different categories so that they have like ownership of the whole experience. That way you're just using one app very easy to set up.
Doyle attended the Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas. One of his top takeaways? Prepare to get your garage ready for electric vehicles.
Any electric vehicle could charge from a standard outlet. However, the speeds are pretty slow. That's considered level 1 charging. For most people, they're going to want what's called level 2 charging, and that uses a 240 volt outlet, similar to what your dryer or your oven would run on.
Doyle says one day your electric vehicle could help power essential items during a power outage.
Wallbox did announce their multi-directional charger, and so the concept there is that in the future, your vehicle could act as a battery backup for your house. Currently, there are not any vehicles that have this capability, but in the future, I imagine most will have that.
Another top trend is the result of COVID. That's the rise of air quality devices for your home. The AirThings Wave Plus system is one example.
Actually, it's going to display radon levels, things like humidity, particulates in the air.
And Doyle says the good news with products like these, the cost is coming down.
You can get a really good air purifier for about $600 that's going to cover 800 square feet, which would be adequate for a main living area. Whereas that device in the past may have been a few $1,000s.
And one more trend?
You can lock and unlock the door with your smartphone from anywhere.
More integrative smart security systems, from doors to doorbells.
We're going to see more new smart locks this year, slimmer designs that are easy to connect to. Fingerprint is becoming more mainstream.
For Business Matters, Corey Bork, CCX News.
Spots in the state gymnastics meet were on the line Tuesday night for several local teams in Section 5AA. Jason Malillo has the highlights.
Champlin Park, Maple Grove, Osseo, and Park Center among the local teams competing at the Section 5AA gymnastics meet. Grove's Sasha Thompson starts her night right, scoring a 9.4 on floor to earn second place and a spot at the state meet. On beam, Osceo's Mandy Carlson scores a 9.2, taking third place and qualifying for state. Champlin Park's Katie Johnson scores a 9.375 on floor to earn bronze and a state meet berth. On vault, Thompson hits for a 9.35 and second place as the junior has a fabulous meet. The Crimson's Abby Palmer scores 9.25 on bars. Johnson scores 9.25 on her second vault, earning fourth place as she leads the Rebels to a top 3 finish. Thompson is second as an all-arounder and Maple Grove is fourth as a team. St. Michael Albertville wins the section meet with St. Anthony Spring Lake Park second. We talked to Grove's Thompson about the challenges of competing at a section meet.
Well, it's hard because it all comes down to one night, and you go through every single meet, practicing and practicing for this one chance and this one opportunity. You give it your all, and you give it your best, and that's all you can do.
The state gymnastics meet is February 18th and 19th at the Roy Wilkins Auditorium. Well, the Park Center Osseo boys basketball rivalry has remained a good one over the years. The top-ranked Pirates look to make it 2 for 2 against Osseo this season when they met up early this week. Park Center hosts Osseo in a big boys basketball game. Bernardo Moria knocks down an early 3 as Osseo jumps out to a quick 6-0 lead. PC battles back. Braden Carrington and the great pass to Joe Burgess, cutting for 2, and it's 16-14 Pirates. Tyrese Waits delivers the nice pass to Isaiah Johnson on the baseline for the layup, and the game is tied at 23-all. Carrington bounces it to Cody Pennebaker, flying in for the layup. Park Center leads 30-29 at halftime. Second half and the give and go for PC as Carrington gets it back from James Spencer for 2 of his 14 points. They're up by 3. Pennebaker drives and finishes with the left hand on his way to a 26-point night. It's 43-33 Park Center. Ayuba Berthe creates a little space and nails a 3, and Park Center takes control. The top-ranked Pirates beat Osseo for a second time this season. 76-57 is the final. The 4th-ranked Wayzata boys basketball team has been a little short-handed of late. That didn't slow them, though, in a Tuesday night win. In Lake Conference boys basketball, number 4 Wayzata on the road to take on upset-minded St. Michael Albertville. A great pass from Johnny Tennyson to Rylan Maynard for the layup, and STMA has an early 7-6 lead. But the Trojans heat up. 6'7" sophomore Jackson McAndrew pops a three, and it's 14-7 Wayzata. He has a great night off the bench. Ryan Harvey slips the pass to Drew Birkeland on the back cut for the layup, and the Trojans start to roll. 14 for Birkeland. McAndrew steals the pass and gets it to Hayden Tibbetts for the layup on his way to a 13-point game. It's 30-13. Jake Schmidt pops a corner three, one of 8 threes in the first half for the Trojans, and they lead 41-22 at the break. Second half and quick passing leads to another three from McAndrew. He hits 5 threes and scores 15. Harvey adds 13 in a balanced attack as Wayzata warms up for Friday's showdown with Hopkins by blowing out St. Michael Albertville 80-41.
That's it for sports. I'm Jay Wilcox.
Find more prep sports games and highlights at ccxmedia.org and follow us on social media.